I'm in baby blue. I'm feeling like shit. And I saw a news article earlier about a young man that I knew quite a while ago. And I kind of knew he needed help, he needed support, he needed someone to keep an eye on him. I didn't think he was going to do quite the things he did. He's going to do. But it's got me thinking about other times I was coming up and there were other people that were doing certain similar things, and you just kind of ignore it. You just kind of act. It's just like, it's not my problem. It's not my situation. I don't want to get involved. Like, it's my friend. I don't want to complicate things. As an adult, I wish I had just stuck to my guns and rang someone or reported someone, because let's be fair, being a paedophile is disgusting, and I have a very extreme aversion to them because I was molested as a baby. Well, not as a baby, I was quite young. I was quite a wee bit, I was about 4, 5, something like that. Yeah. So I have a very extreme aversion to those kind of parasites, and I kind of didn't ever articulate it until quite recently. And for years I've watched as those people have continued, and I thought that when I moved away it would kind of like stop happening, or people would just grow up and do it themselves. But there's a few other people in my hometown that were older than me that were also doing things like that I kind of was just, I don't get it. I really don't understand. It confused me a lot, and I guess the curiosity kind of kept me there, which is an abhorrent thing to say, because there were so many people that were hurt and messed up by these awful beings. And yeah, it's got me thinking that so often when I go on any or most of my socials that are connected to my hometown, it's always something along this line, and it really does cement how much I hate that place. We were told that because it's got such main links to everywhere in the country, and this is, I mean, hopefully someone will prove me wrong for this one, but this is like a known town widespread thing, that the hospitals and public services were trained to specifically find and to look out for kids that were grabbed and were being escorted unbeknownst to the permanent hide and seeks. And I always took it as bullshit until like I heard higher ups in the hospital say that there was specific training put out, but they're not really explained why it's so detailed. Again, I don't know if this is true. They could have been absolutely pulling my chain. I don't know, probably aren't. People do like to do that to me. I think it's because I've got a slight naivete about me. But I don't know, I find it really bizarre that for years I kind of didn't do anything because it's not my biz. But it was my biz. Because inherently we were all children. Well, I'd like to think they were big, but we're all still kids, man. So look. 14, 15, 16. I used to kind of not pride myself on being a bit of a cheeky bed devil, but never hid from it. And I will elaborate on that in my book and in other mediums, but for now, the people who were there know. Obviously they know. And I don't need to prove. I don't need receipts. I don't need to extenuate, or I don't need to make shit up. It's weird. I'm gonna talk about a lot of stuff. It's gonna be mythologized and spun out, but I'm hoping that everyone can see and everyone understands exactly what's going on. And for those people that I am not, the stories didn't affect me physically, I won't be talking about them directly with it. I will be using it as things and examples of when I was tapping into the wrong kind of energies, and I was using the wrong kind of ignoring and disassociation and emotional dysregulation to cover up what inherently I knew was a very damaging and very horrendous situation for some of these people. And there's still some things that flash in my head of instances of repercussions of like the messed up couples breaking up. I remember having to deal with fully grown men kicking the door in, ruining literal teenage birthday parties because they were worried that their friend was talking to another boy, 26, 27, 14 and 15. I wouldn't be doing that with someone that age. I wouldn't be hanging out with anyone that young. I think the youngest person I know on any kind of level is my cousin, and he's 15. That's it, man. I have no business with anyone with teen in a name. I barely deal with people my own fucking age, but there's some proper wrong uns out there, and it's the ones that hang about after the schools, like, have been gone for a year or two. They're the ones that stem and grow, and it perpetuates a culture of it's okay, then there's nothing serious, or they're young, and it's like, Why are we, no, it's wrong, it's weird. And I've said it consciously for years now. I think those kind of people deserve one type of punishment, and that's it. Nothing else. In my years of trying to learn to let go of a lot of hate, I've dumbed down that idea to a off-grid camp where they have to fend for themselves. They get no electric, no food, no supplies, no nothing. Or it's a fucking wood chipper. Either way, hate these topics, but it's prevalent in my life at the moment because it's something that I'm dealing with myself as an adult, and it just keeps coming back from that fucking hellhole.